Hello! Welcome to another episode of Drunk Doctor Who. I need to put up the last episode. I forgot.
The movie, yeah.
Yeah, the TV movie.
They'll get a twofer.
Exactly. I'm Hannah. This is Holden. What are we drinking today?
So a pirate walks into a bar,
Cheers.
and the bartender says, "Hey man, I haven't seen you in a while. You look terrible." Pirate says, "No, I feel fine." The bartender says, your leg, you have a peg leg. I didn't see that before." He said, "Well, I got hit with a cannonball, got a new peg leg, but I feel fine, really." He said, "But what about your hand? You have a hook now. I didn't see that earlier." He said, "Oh, I got no sword fighting, got a hook. It's fine, really." He said, "And your eye, you have an eye patch. What happened?" He said, "Well, I was looking up and a bird pooped in my eye." He said, "You lost your eye because of bird poop?" He said, "Well, this is my first day with the hook."
That's really bad. That's really, really bad. I like it.
Today we are drinking Smirnoff Ice.
Alright, and I have Captain Morgan.
Oh,
rum.
Captain Morgan.
Spice rum.
Sponsor us.
Alright, this is continuing the Apocrypha as we head rapidly towards the 21st century Who.
Yeah, I'm
The
excited.
current revival of the show. And this is Cyberon.
Cyberon. I like this one. It was very creepy.
Yeah.
Gave you a real unsettling feeling.
Yeah,
Good villain.
yeah, Cyberon.
Bad.
This is interesting for several reasons. The plot's pretty good. The acting's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The pacing,
It's pretty good.
the directing, yeah, it's all pretty good. But it's really an interesting take on the Cybermen.
Yeah.
Which
What's going on with them?
We've never seen
Ethereal.
anything quite like that. We will see ethereal Cybermen in the main show
Oh, yeah?
later on in Army of Ghosts.
Ooh.
But it's really weird how this is.
It also ends on a big old cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's
Never
not
followed
revisited, yeah. This was 2001. We're finally in the 20th century. 21st century.
Hey, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
When did the movie come out? 99?
96.
96. Oh.
96.
So we had a big jump in time.
We did watch a few things after the movie before we watched the movie because I wasn't drinking at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Apocrypha stuff.
Yeah, the Apocrypha stuff, yeah. But yes, there is a little bit of a gap. Alright, so this is a BBV production, and there's a young lady, she is, what was her name? Dr.
Lauren?
Well, first name's Lauren.
Lauren, yeah.
I forget her last name.
Me too.
Anyway,
I think it was Lauren.
so she is working at a...
Croft. Lauren Croft.
I don't
Like the
think
Tomb
so.
Raider.
She's working at a home for people who are rehabilitating. Some of them because of mental diseases. Some of them because of
Alzheimer's,
physical diseases. Yeah, the one young lady has paralysis in her legs. Yeah.
But no spine injury. How does that work?
I don't know. I literally don't know. But anyway, so she's working there, and what was that guy's name? Cooper?
Tom?
Yeah.
The bad guy. It's Tom.
No. That
Her
guy's
roommate.
Tom. The older guy who dies.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I think Green.
Green.
I think. Anyway, so she's working at this home for people, and there's a new guy, an American, who's showing up with.
Those Americans. Always the bad guys.
Who's showing up with a new drug that they are doing a phase 2 test on at the home. And it's called Cyberon. And the drug is essentially bluish.
So it looks like mercury, and then when it activates, it looks like a sort of bluish plasma, but it's not always activated.
Right.
Unless you dump it in a toilet and then it's very phosphorescent.
It doesn't really look like mercury that much. I've actually owned mercury.
Oh, okay. You had a thermometer?
No. I had a vial of mercury somebody gave me at one point.
You play with it in your hands?
No, I did not.
Toxic.
But it was weird because you could, if it was here, sitting in the bottle, you could taste it in the air.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not good.
Do you still have it?
No, I got rid of it
Okay.
some years ago to an artist who could use it for some purpose.
Oh.
But yeah, for years, I don't know, for 5, 7, 8 years.
Mercury paint?
I had a vial of mercury. It was weird. Somebody gave it to me because, Hatter, the Mad Hatter. Mercury.
Yeah. What did they use the mercury for when making hats?
To shape the hats.
To shape the hats.
Oh. And I had it for a long time, and then I finally gave it away to an artist or something. But yeah, it was weird. Anyway, didn't quite look like mercury, although that's what she says at one point in there. Anyway, so this American guy is doing clinical trials for some reason in the United Kingdom, not in America.
Yeah. Well, that's where his funding corporation was. Their headquarters was like the PFK or something. That's
where they KFC
or
whatever.
Their lab. They had their lab and autopsy and stuff there.
Yeah.
And I hear they were funding the rehabilitation center.
Yeah.
And that's why they got approved for trials because their funding influence.
Okay, that makes sense. I can see that. Anyway, so there are several test subjects that he's injecting with Cyberon. And it's not so much an injection as it is more of an aerosol. There's no needle.
I don't get how the syringes work. He's explaining it, and he says something about rectal, fecal, colon.
No, he never says rectal, fecal, or colon.
He said all those words when he was describing how the needle works.
No. All right.
That's what I heard.
So anyway, he never says rectal, fecal, or colon.
He says colon definitely, at least twice.
All right. So
he puts it under their neck.
So it's a syringe, but there's no needle, and it's more of an aerosol into the skin, which actually I think is a thing now, but 25 years ago wasn't as much because it came out in 2001. But yeah, just, sort of injects onto the skin.
She's like, why not just use a needle?
Because some people don't like needles.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
You never got a tattoo?
No, I have no tattoos.
Would you get a tattoo? Would you get a meeple tattoo?
No, I would get a fleur-de-lis tattoo.
Oh, that's a good one.
For my New Orleans Saints. But that's a tattoo I've been thinking about for 35 years, but I still don't like needles.
Yeah. I want to get a little flag here, like a pirate flag, and you wave that, and it looks like it's waving in the wind. Wiggle your fingers.
And I want to go to Japan before I get a tattoo, because they don't like tattoos.
I want to get a tattoo in Japan.
Good luck with that.
By the Yakuza.
Good luck with that. Anyway, so...
You haven't been to Japan?
Not yet.
Oh, that's on my bucket list.
It's on my secondary bucket list, yeah.
You have a secondary bucket list?
Yeah, I've gone through most of my bucket list, so I'm working on a secondary bucket list.
How many buckets you got, Harry?
Well, we got the Moffat bucket.
Moffat bucket? That's the third one. Good point.
Anyway, so this guy, Tom, is very, very, very charismatic.
Turkey Tom.
And he's a little bit creepy.
Off-putting, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, he's American.
The bad guys.
So we can roll with that. Well, in Star Wars, the British were the bad guys.
Oh, the clones?
No. In Star Wars, the episode 4, the original Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the bad guys were British, and they make us bad guys. We make them bad guys. It's fair, It's fair. Anyway, and he's very charismatic. He's very outgoing. He's very, very, very positive about Cyberon.
Oh yeah, big proponent.
He loves Cyberon.
It's the future.
It is. It's the future. Anyway, so he injects 30-something patients of hers with Cyberon. One was paralyzed, and she's able to walk again. Mm-hmm. Even though her legs were paralyzed, she's able to walk again. Another one, the old man, I think George
Green?
Something like that, yeah. He does not respond well to it. Not because it doesn't help him. He initially receives more cognitive abilities.
He's remembering people's names.
Yeah, and making jokes. But a side effect is you're seeing the Cybermen. And basically the stuff, and this is the interesting part about it, the Cyberon over time seems like it will turn you into a Cyberman. And so the Cybermen will be able to invade Earth through Cyberon.
Yeah, like...
Which is a very different and interesting take on the Cybermen. I've never seen anything quite like that.
Well, where did the original Cybermen come from? This is the twin planet of Earth, and they removed their emotions and gave themselves cybernetic augmentation.
Right.
Maybe they're giving themselves Cyberon, and they transformed into Cybermen.
We don't know. But there's two kinds of Cybermen.
Mm-hmm. Mondas.
Mondas, right?
Sock
right,
people.
the opposite Earth, the sock ones. And we see them again down the line.
And then the handlebar ones.
Right. The main kind is the pure metal, which is multiversy kind of stuff. And that is the normal Cyberman that we have today. The Mondas has only happened a couple of times, the Saki kind of guys. The metal ones are the ones we usually see.
Different origin story?
Actually, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So
the Cybermen have several parallel evolution origin stories.
They're not, like, related to each other?
Kinda. Anyway, so for those of you who don't know, Cybermen are a mechanized version of mankind where they take our human bodies, encase them in metal, and they're supposedly better and they live forever, but they get rid of all of your emotions and make you only thought and calculating.
It's like a career politician or something.
You're not wrong. Alright, anyway, so in this, apparently this is a drug that helps people walk, helps people think, helps people remember.
A silicon-based, self-replicating drug.
Yeah, you were paying attention.
I paid attention this time. I didn't fall asleep. So it mimics cells, and it's intelligent in the way that it
replicates.
It replicates, and it can tell good cells from bad cells. So it replicates healthy brain cells and tissue and whatnot.
Right. But apparently, if you take it long enough, you not only see the Cyberman, but you will probably become a Cyberman.
That's implied, yeah.
Yeah, it's implied. It's not shown, but it's implied. And this is how the Cybermen are going to invade Earth in this story. Mm-hmm. So the one guy sees the Cybermen, and he can't handle seeing them.
Yeah.
And he dies basically of a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I think George Green or something like that was his name. The protagonist, Lauren.
The protagonist, yeah. Lauren.
Yeah, the protagonist, Lauren, starts falling for Tom.
For some reason.
Yeah. I think it's his quirky charisma, because he has a quirky charisma.
They go out to have drinks.
And dancing.
Lauren doesn't know what RAM is. And then she goes home because she's tired, but she stays out with... Tom stays out with Lauren's roommate.
Right. Lauren's roommate, I think, is gay.
Yes.
Like, not flaming, but he's just gay because he really likes Tom.
Yeah.
Like, really likes Tom. He kind of shooting for Tom, but Tom's straight and likes Lauren.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Tom asks the roommate about Lauren. Roommate comes home, tells Lauren that he is asking about her. He's interested. Next night, they go out for a nightclub.
Yep, and a nightcap.
Brainstorm. Yeah, you've never been? Let's go.
Yeah.
That's when they really connect, and she takes him home. They do that.
Yeah. And we see our first real nudity in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But not the main show proper. We will see that later in Torchwood.
Oh. We saw
yes, we did see a bit of the Third Doctor in the shower.
We saw his anchor tattoo.
Yeah, but we didn't see like his butt,
No.
which is what we see here with this guy.
And
to be fair, if I looked as good as that guy did
nice
at that age, I'd put my butt on film too.
Yeah. Maybe he had a butt double.
No, that was him. There was no budget for a butt double. Anyway, so 2001, we get our first nudity and at least a spin-off of Doctor Who or a side deal.
K9's nude.
We're talking flesh here.
Okay.
Okay, not metal.
All right.
Anyway, they make love. She leaves him the next day. Goes back to work.
They go to work together.
Yeah, they
And
do.
he's still going on about Cyberon.
Right.
She's kind of coming around on it.
He's all about that in a bag of chips. They go and do an autopsy of George Green or whatever his name was.
He has Cyberon, mercury in his veins.
Yeah, it's weird. He's got silver veins on the left side of his neck. And you can tell it's the Cyberon. She's like, well, this is not good. I'm supposed to be checking the side effects. And he's like, yeah, well, all the other patients are good. And she's like, well, that's a bad high percentage.
Yeah. 1 out of 30.
Yeah, so you're only like 3.3%.
It's in his blood veins, size of the coronary. I guess that's not related.
Yeah, he's defending Cyberon. He's talking about how it's the future. He's, like I said, all about that in a bag of chips. She goes to get a cup of coffee. And we've seen him do it before at the club, where he injected himself or aerosoled himself. And now he's about to do it here at the autopsy place. She catches him.
She does. Yeah, as soon as she leaves the room, he wasn't being sneaky at all.
Well,
he's an addict.
Probably, yeah. Well, it's even mentioned later. I can quit anytime I want, but there's the thing.
He starts seeing stuff. He's like, I am an addict.
Yeah. Well, there's the thing. It's like, we don't know if he is or not. We believe he is, but until he tries to quit, you don't know.
Yeah.
Until he goes, I'm not doing this for however many days or forever or whatever.
He said no.
You don't know. So he's probably an addict, but we don't know. Yeah. She catches him. She doesn't like the fact he's using Cyberon. And
being sneaky about it, too.
Right, and that causes a row. Eventually...
So she steals a needle.
She does steal...
an injection.
Aerosol thing injection. Which the roommate finds.
Yeah.
And...
It starts glowing, and it freaks him out, so he sticks it in the junk drawer.
Yeah. Okay, he was sniffing the laundry. Like, it's already laundry. You know it's laundry. Why are you sniffing?
And it was her laundry, too.
I don't know.
Yeah. Just checking.
He was gay.
He's
doing
doing
his. I don't know.
I guess they're doing
white underwear.
He's doing a load of whites.
Yeah.
So her white lab coat is in there.
Yeah, but there were some. Looks like a few that look like underwear or something. Yeah. But like, okay. He found that.
I like smelling them when they come out of the dryer because they smell like, or out of the wash.
Yeah.
I like the smell of detergent.
Okay.
That's nice.
Out of the dryer is really good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so that causes a bit of a row between the two. Okay, Tom, our American
bad guy, seems
to be staying at like a Verbo or an Airbnb. It looks like
really
an
nice
old church.
Yeah.
Converted over.
Yeah.
Because there's a vestibule and almost a cross on the top and the glass windows. It looks like an old church.
Yeah.
It was converted over, which is fine and kind of interesting. But he goes back to his place and he starts seeing the Cybermen.
Yeah.
Like, really seeing the Cybermen.
But they're not allowed to call them Cybermen. Because they don't have the rights to Cybermen. So they never mention them by name.
They never say Cybermen. Right.
Only
Cyberon, but not Cybermen. But he starts seeing them and conversing with them.
Yeah.
And they're like, another dose of Cyberon will make communication easier. Mm-hmm. And he's like, maybe not.
That's where he's like, talking to my hallucinations, telling me to take another bump. Maybe I'm addicted. I'm going to say no to this injection.
We're going back to Evil Bong here, you know? If you've seen those movies.
No, Evil Bong?
There is a whole Evil Bong cinematic universe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Sounds terrible.
There's like 7 or 8 Evil Bong movies, and there's at least 10 or 12 other movies in that universe.
Wow.
Like,
you watch those for bed movie night?
Yeah. Ginger Dead Man, and all that stuff. It's Evil Bong 3, King Bong.
King Bong.
Like King Kong, it's King Bong.
Okay.
Yeah. They're pretty bad. Chong from Cheech and Chong is in the first movie.
He shows up?
In the first Evil Bong.
I love Chong.
Yeah, he's good.
I love Cheech too.
Cheech Marin, Tommy Chong. Yeah. Anyway, Up
in Smoke was great.
All their movies are at least reasonably funny.
Beaners.
Dave's not here, man. Alright, so anyway, he starts seeing the Cybermen. He starts freaking out about seeing the Cybermen. And the Cybermen are trying to talk him into not resisting so that he can become a Cyberman. And like I said, this is in the Doctor Who universe, the most weird and interesting way the Cybermen have tried to invade.
Yeah.
Although, once again, third party, not necessarily canon, but it's very interesting.
But we do see ethereal Cybermen in the future.
We do, like I said, Army of Ghosts.
You think that's related?
I don't know.
Do they draw inspiration from the third party stuff, like with
maybe.
Because they've done that before.
They have, and they do with the Brigadier's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's in the new show, which we're getting to very quickly, actually.
Yeah, alright.
Anyway, so he's freaking out. He's seeing the Cybermen. She goes over to his house, confronts him about everything, and this is not good. He dopes her with the Cyberon.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This was where it took a turn.
Yeah. He Cosby'd her. It's not good.
And what's weirder is her reaction to it. You know, the next scene we see her wake up, and he Cosby'd her into bed, and she's just like kissing his chest and
Right.
Once again, Stockholm syndrome.
Right. And she's freaking out, looking at her hand and seeing the different outlines, like she's on ecstasy or something.
Yeah, she's into it.
Yeah. And that's when he walks out and we see his butt. Yeah. But yeah, she's now gotten into it that she can see the way he sees. Mm-hmm. And she starts seeing the Cybermen the way he sees the Cybermen.
Yeah.
And he's all about that in a bag of chips, that they're the future, they're a superior race, this is our evolution, this is where we're going.
And Lauren's starting to come around on it because they show up to work. All the patients are doing way better. They're playing Haggy Sack. They're
not Haggy Sack. They're playing with the
hot potato.
Yeah, with the beanbags.
Yeah.
And the one young lady's walking.
Yeah.
Actually walking. When she was paralyzed from the waist down, and everyone is infinitely more cognizant of everything, and they keep seeing the ephemeral outlines of the Cybermen there.
One of the old ladies is sketching one.
Yeah, exactly, and it's really creepy and interesting at the same time.
Kind of. The crippled lady that's walking again, she names hers Psy.
Yeah.
Says it's a woman because it's in her brain.
Hopefully it's a woman because she's in my brain, yeah.
So I guess she's not talking to hers yet.
Yeah. But you see the...
Are there female Cybermen? Cyberwomen?
Yes. We'll see one in Torchwood season 1.
Oh. Are they called Cyberwomen?
I'm not actually sure if they're named.
Oh, okay.
If she's named. But yeah, we will see a female Cyberman or a Cyberwoman in Torchwood.
Because I imagine they don't procreate in the same way.
No, they only...
We saw the tomb of the Cybermen. They come out of like cocoons.
Yeah. No, Cybermen only take over what is already there. They don't, they only make more Cybermen by making other races Cybermen, not by procreating.
Necromancers.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, so...
What a recruitment strategy.
So she sees these Cybermen and all that. Mm-hmm. And this is where a little bit of the editing breaks down. About at the beginning of Act 3, there seems to be a little bit of a jump in the editing.
Yeah, all of a sudden Tom's jogging with the...
Yeah, and Tom's jogging with her, and we seem to miss a scene or two where she's deciding not to take the Cyberon, and then we just see her not do it. There's no explanation. There's no...
Yeah.
There seems, like I said, at the very beginning of Act 3, there just seems to be a bit of jar in the end.
There was that confrontation with her roommate, which might have spurred the...
That's fair.
She comes home.
That is actually fair.
He's like, "Oh, you're buddy again with Tom," even though you found out he's hitting
doing
his own
Cyberon.
stash.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, it's different. You don't understand unless you what? You're taking it too?" And she goes, "You got me." He pulls out the syringe and they have a fight about it.
No, the syringe pullout was earlier.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they have a little bit of a tiff. That's a good word.
And she's really hallucinating. She draws a bath, and she starts seeing Mr. Green again.
Yeah,
who's dead. So she goes on a walk with her hallucination.
Walkabout, and she's talking with him.
Yeah.
She's like, "Is this real? Are you here?" And he keeps giving questionable, mysterious answers. But yeah, there's to be fair, that is a bit of a lead-in to the scene where she chooses not to take the Cyberon.
Yeah.
But I still think there's a little bit more missing there. Yeah.
It's all on the cutting room floor.
Right. Which is why I put the editing at like a 3 or 3.5 out of 5. Not like a 4 or 5 out of 5.
Okay.
It's just The rest of it's really good. There's just that bit right there is
You have the
questionable.
IMDb app. Do you rate the episodes as you watch them?
I don't have the IMDb app.
I just got IMDb so I can start keeping track of the movies I watch and my ratings for them.
I love IMDb, but I've got enough apps.
Oh, everyone and their mother has an app now.
Yeah, I'm tired of apps. I'm tired of needing apps to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you want to do this, you need an app. You want to buy gas at the gas station, you need an app. You need an app to buy groceries. You need an app to play in a tournament. You need an app for this. It's like, I'm done.
Everyone needs your phone number.
And all your information.
Yeah. We are now the products.
Tell me about it. Anyway, so
you hear about that one girl and her dad got upset because she was receiving advertising for pregnancy products. So he goes and he yells at the company and they're like, "Oh, we're sorry, we don't know why she's being targeted with, pregnancy stuff ads." And then later the dad comes back and is like, "I owe you an apology. She was pregnant." And the advertisers, like through their algorithms, figured out she's pregnant before the dad did because of, I don't know, her Google searches or something.
wow.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
So much of technology is creepy, but we're throwing these videos up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, how creepy the hell is that? 7 years and counting. All right. Anyway, so
That's not creepy. It's a little creepy.
Alright.
So she's
Alright.
back at Tom's place.
So alright, so he Cosby'd her, then she wakes up, and then she sees, they go back to the home, they see, and they also go to a restaurant, and they keep seeing the Cyberman ephemeral there, everywhere, and he keeps talking up everything about the Cyberon and all that. Then they go back, I think, to his place.
I think so,
Yeah, she decides that she doesn't want to mess with it or do it anymore. They're in his bedroom.
Yeah.
He gives her a syringe of the drug. She doesn't take it. He figures out she doesn't take it.
Yeah, they make hanky-panky.
Yeah.
He falls asleep. She sneaks out.
He figures
wakes
out
up,
she didn't take the drug.
goes in the bathroom, sees...
So he kind of freaks out, which is a little interesting.
She shows up at the home.
Yep. And then...
I don't know what she's planning here, because she goes into his office. She takes his syringes, puts it in a suitcase.
Well, and she takes his notes.
Yeah. And then she opens the door, and surprise, there's Tom, hot on her heels. Very creepy.
He catches her, and this is when he's looking at his best, creepiest.
Yeah.
He's really good at being condescending the entire time.
Yeah.
And
You love to
talking down and looking down to her. Although, to be fair, she's about
Small.
7 inches shorter than he is, yeah. He takes her back to his place, ties her up.
Yeah.
Ties her up, and
But just a
with
bit
tape.
of tape.
It looks like
A single strand of...
yeah, it looks like a basic masking tape, you know.
Yeah.
And
he's
but then he
playing with the scissors.
right, he's playing with scissors,
Hands glowing.
right, and keeps talking to the Cyberman, and then he decides to inject her with Cyberon.
So he cuts her free.
But he cuts her free first.
Yeah.
Right. What the heck?
And
If
she's
you're a
like-
bad guy and you're going to inject somebody with drugs, you don't cut them free first.
And then he has a moment of clarity. He puts the needle down. He goes, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
She runs down the stairs.
And he says go. He kind of crouches and says
And
go.
then that's the end of his moment of clarity. So it comes back down after But she's got the scissors this time. Somehow they ended up on the floor on the first story.
Well, because I think he tossed it down off the balcony.
I guess so.
Anyway, he comes at her. She's like, he's like, I'm going to kill you. He says it outright. Yeah. He's listening to the Cybermen. The Cybermen are like, you're going to kill her. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. And she's just looking at him with those big, round, doe eyes. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. And she says, I'll stab you. He says, you won't. And he approaches her 2, 3, 4 steps, very British-like. It's got to be slow motion. And she just stabs him with the scissors like 3 times. And he falls over and dies. Well, we think he's dead. And then we see her in a police station with a lawyer.
Yeah. Need a good lawyer.
Yeah. Well, she was a good lawyer. It was a she. And they say, hey, you're free to go. And she's like, why? Well, murderers don't generally leave their victims alive. And he shows up.
And unharmed.
And unharmed,
And then there's Tom.
There's Tom.
She goes, the Cyberon regenerated you? He's like, yep. And then, all of a sudden, we take for granted he just bows out of the
Yeah. The gay roommate comes in, and he comforts her. Mm-hmm. And the one decent thing Tom has done is he leaves at that moment. He knows when to bow out. And he bowed out of her life and let the roommate console her, and he wasn't going to do anything else with her. It's the one decent thing he did in the show.
And this is kind of a sad ending, because she shows back up at her workplace. Everyone's regressed to their previous state. The girl's losing her ability to walk.
Stand up.
Mental
They show her trying to move her legs up, and she can barely do it. They show her standing, and then she's got to go back in the wheelchair, and the one nurse puts her in the wheelchair. And the ones who are there mentally are losing their capabilities.
Catatonic again, yeah.
And it's okay. And she's like, "Where's Cy? Where's the Cyberon? Am I gonna see him again?"
There's
no more Cyberon. Yeah.
Roll credits.
Yeah, there's... Okay. And then, hold on. Then roll credits. There's an interesting end of credit scene, or during credit scene, where it shows Tom now selling basically as a street drug.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Implying that this is how the Cybermen are going to take over.
Yeah,
Cyberon is a street drug.
No longer seeking trials, just dispensing it by himself annually to the population.
Right. This is one of the more interesting and well thought out third-party products for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And some of the moral implications of, do we deny these people the ability to walk, the ability to think?
Yeah.
Even if it's going to turn into Cybermen? I mean, that's the juxtaposition. Do we not allow them this option, even if it's good? We think it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
We don't know it's going to be bad. No one has yet turned into a Cyberman.
Yeah.
But what do we do?
It's a pretty serious side effect, the hallucinating people,
seeing Cybermen,
talking to them.
Yeah. I don't know, but
who's to say?
Like I said, the morality.
But that's like the benefit of the Cybermen. They're like, we will, come to your planet and enslave you, but really we're setting you free because you won't be mechanical. You won't have weak physical flesh anymore. No more illnesses.
No more feelings.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, once again, it's this drug could help this woman walk. This drug could help this person think. but we're going to deny it to them because eventually they might turn into Cyberman, but we don't know. You know, as of yet.
Well, she saw enough. She almost got murdered by a guy that was taking it regularly.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's an interesting... The look on her face when she had to tell the one young lady that there was no more Cyberon.
Yeah, melancholy ending.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's interesting. What do you do with that? What's the morality on that, you know?
I think she did the right thing. Well, she didn't do anything. He just kind of pulled out himself.
No, I think she did the right thing, but I just think there's an interesting moral quandary there.
The trolley problem. We'll call it the Cyberman problem.
Alright, are you going to be here next week?
I'm probably working.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
I've been requesting off when I can.
Okay, keep me informed.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I think there's...
What's next?
Okay. Well, alright, my binder's in the other room. But next is...
The Scream of the Chocolate?
Yep, looks like it. Scream of the Chocolate.
That's the animated one.
Yep. Wasn't canon originally, now is.
So it's considered, we're putting it in the category of spin-off?
Yeah, well, yes. It's, okay, so there's a small category of animated spin-offs, which is Scream of the Chocolate and 2 David Tennant animations.
Oh.
And it'll be in that category. Then we have Do You Have a License to Save This Planet? It's a really weird, funny comedy version of Doctor Who.
Well, that'd be new.
Starring the Seventh Doctor.
Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 7?
One more up. Yep. Top. Yep. 7th Doctor. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, starting the 7th Doctor. It's a very comedy-esque version of Doctor Who, starring them. And then we will be getting into the actual current run of the show.
It makes sense that the 7th Doctor would be in the comedy special, because he did the clowning, right?
He was a children's entertainer and a clown before he became the Doctor, yes. Yeah, he's perfect for that part.
Yeah.
And he played Radagast the Brown.
That was him?
The Hobbit, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And in fact, when we get to the 50th anniversary special, there's one called the 5 Doctors Revisited, which is kind of a parody of the 5 Doctors that we had back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's several of the Doctors trying to get back into the show in the revival, into the 50th anniversary special. And he mentions I was in The Hobbit. Radagast the Brown. He mentions it a few times.
I really like the special with Rowan Atkinson.
The Curse of Fatal Death, yes.
Yeah. The Master keeps going back.
Yes. The Master played by, one of my favorite actors from Brazil. I can't think of his name.
I've spent 100 years down there. Goes back.
And I'm sorry to you, if you're watching this.
I think I Googled.
My favorite actor, I can't think. One of my favorite actors, I can't think of his name, but in Brazil, great guy, fantastic. And he was the Master in that.
So we got Radagast the Brown, Gandalf the Grey, who then becomes Gandalf the White.
Correct.
What color was Sauron? Is he also white? Sauron.
No clue. Sauron or Saruman?
Saruman the White. Because he had
Saruman the White.
The white hand of Saruman. So now we have two, whatchamacallits, that are
Apparently,
the white.
Apparently, you get colors as a wizard, like you get belts in Kung Fu.
Oh, so they're ranked.
Yeah, I think so.
So we went from gray to white, and went up a belt.
I guess. I don't know.
So then he uses powerful Saruman. That makes sense because Saruman beat him up in episode 2. He put him on top of the
two
tower.
towers.
Was that when does he beat up Gandalf? You go
It's not episode 2. It would be the Lord of the Rings, Two Towers.
Yeah, the second one.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that where he ends up on the
I think
tower?
so. Yes.
And the eagle comes and gets him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the deal with the butterfly was.
I think it was
butterfly.
I think it was him talking to the butterfly to tell the eagle he needed help.
Did you know that butterflies could fly that high? That's a high altitude butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
That tower was tall.
Yeah, I have no clue how high butterflies can fly.
And then they have the Sauron's tower.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of towers.
The Two Towers.
Well, there's
Sauron and Saruman's.
No, I thought both towers were Saruman's. And then Sauron had a third tower.
No. Oh. Sauron and Saruman had towers.
Oh. It's kind of a bit messed up how they offed Saruman. It wasn't much. Like, he was this big, bad wizard, beat Gandalf the Grey, gets stabbed in the kidney by Wormtongue or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wormtongue? Was it?
Grimer Wormtongue.
Ah.
Okay.
Isn't that the name of the screw tape letters? Is that a Wormtongue also?
Oh, man. Different author, but correlated to J.R.R. Tolkien was he. They were friends. They spent a lot of time together.
Was it?
But I don't know if Screwtape Letters guy was named Wormtongue. C.K.
Lewis.
Yeah.
I get that confused with Louis C.K., who's a comedian. C.K. Lewis, Louis C.K.
Okay. I don't know if their names are, if the one name is a parody of the other or takeoff of the other, but sure.
No, they're not related.
No, but
oh,
yeah.
the Screwtape, the Wormtongue.
Okay,
yeah.
But don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, so Doctor Who news.
I got a lot of, more animated episodes?
They found 2 episodes.
What? Which ones did they find?
2 episode 1 and episode 3
no way.
of the Daleks' Master Plan.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did they find them in Africa?
No. They found them in the UK. Okay.
Really?
So there is a company called Film is Fantastic.
Uh-huh.
And they, for a long time, working behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And they finally, takes forever apparently, in the UK to become a not-for-profit organization.
Oh, really?
They became a not-for-profit organization, which allowed them to do a lot of things now.
Mm-hmm.
In the UK, apparently this allows you a lot more leeway in the US, I think. But, so they were in contact with a lot of people and a lot of organizations and looking for lost episodes. So they had a guy who was a collector who died. And they, because it became non-profit, were able to go, we want his collection. We will pay what it's worth. We want his collection. We want to archive it.
The estate sale them?
Essentially. And they did that. And they got all the film. And in it were those 2 episodes.
So this guy had them the whole time and he didn't say nothing.
Right. Sometimes they just collect to collect. Sometimes they don't know what they have. Sometimes they want to be the only ones to have it. You know, I mean, it's good, neutral, and bad. You know, they don't want anyone else to see it, but They were able to go, yes, we want this, and they were able to go through the courts, get a hold of films, and in it were 2 episodes of Doctor Who that were not otherwise known, which is episodes 1 and 3 of the Daleks' Master Plan.
That's becoming a big thing. Is they call it lost media. And it's big with movies, TV series, video games, things that just became lost to time or were canceled. And I don't understand the motivation behind it, but like there's this one YouTuber that's like reporting on this lost media game. Somebody has the demo and he mails it to them. They said, you can make a video about it, but don't release the ROM so anyone else can play it. And he's like, I don't want anyone else. Well, why? Why would they speculate that? What's in it for them to
maybe
keep it as lost?
I don't know. Some people are just fascinated with having the only copy of something.
But they gave it away. They sent it to the YouTube. Maybe they sent it back. I don't know.
I don't know. Like that album that one group did. They made one copy.
I know what you're talking about.
Tupac or something.
No. Oh man, this is gonna drive me crazy. And then just like the
Wu-Tang Clan.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan.
And the worst person in the world bought it. It was the
and they've got the only copy.
Guy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. Some people get off on having exclusivity to something. It's like like Santa Anna's wooden leg.
They're like, give it back, and he's like, no, it's ours.
No. Texas had it forever. We had it forever, and they finally gave it back to Mexico. We did, but to be that guy that goes, I have Santa Anna's wooden leg. No one else in the world has Santa Anna's wooden leg.
Yeah.
Something like that. Some people get off on that.
That makes sense because there's only one. But with media, it's like you can copy it, reproduce it, distribute it. But you can't do that with all
Right, but if you're the only person that has a copy of, like I said, Lost Doctor Who episodes, and you've got the only copies, and you know you have the only copies, you might get off on having the only copies.
Yes.
So all the Super Bowls are available to watch, except the first one.
Really?
The first Super Bowl, some guy has a videotaped copy because he had a VCR in 1968 when no one else did hardly.
Wow.
And he recorded it.
That's illegal though.
No
recording
no.
and redistributing.
But the NFL doesn't have a copy. The NFL wants his copy, but he wants too much money for it. So that's the thing. It's like, sometimes people want it for the money. Sometimes they just want it because they get off on having the only thing.
Yeah.
It's just weird,
How much money does he want for the first Super Bowl?
I don't know. But it's just weird.
1968?
68, 69, yeah.
Okay. A lot of Super Bowls.
Yeah. 50-something years.
What were they doing with football before the Super Bowl?
There was still the NFL and there was still football, but the NFL and the AFL, American Football League, started merging in about 66, 67, and they eventually decided to do a culmination between the two leagues in a championship game between the two champions of the two leagues.
Oh.
And you had the AFL champion and the NFL champion, and they met in what was not called, it was called the championship for the first 2 years. And starting the third year, they started calling it the Super Bowl, around 1970.
So the first Super Bowl, was it called a Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm. First couple. And then they started calling it the Super Bowl around year 3. And most records, they do records for the entirety of the NFL, and they do records for the modern era, the Super Bowl era, which goes from 68 or so now to now.
I turned 21. I decided to go to this party with my friend. 21, first time you can drink. And we picked up some beers and we were pre-gaming. I picked up some Smirnoff, green apple Smirnoff. I tore off the label and I was playing with it and I stuck it in my chest. And his dad came in. He was like, "You guys be safe tonight, okay? Give me a call if you need anything." And then he leaves. I turn to my friend. I'm like, "Does he know we're drinking?" I have this label on it.
You've told me this story before. You have.
I'm like, how did he know?
You've told me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to Doctor Who news.
So
they found the 2 episodes.
How many are we missing now?
94.
That's a lot.
Still, but they've asked the Filmless Fabulous guys.
The nonprofit?
Yeah, the nonprofit. They asked them, what are the odds we're going to find more Doctor Who episodes in the next 2 years? 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
Slim.
10.
10?
They said 10.
Wow.
So I think they know of more collectors who have more episodes.
They're just waiting for people to die at this point.
Well, to die, or because the Film is Fabulous people can do it anonymously. People can donate the films anonymously, have it recorded, get the originals back. And because it's anonymous, they don't have to be thought of thieves or bad guys for doing it, for keeping and storing the film. Because a lot of it was probably stolen at one point.
They stole like the original reels?
Well, yeah, so some of these films were found in basements. Some of them were found literally in rubbish bins and trash cans.
Oh, well, that's
not
dumpsters.
stealing.
That's not stealing.
Yeah, well, I mean, and some of them were slated to be destroyed. And instead of being destroyed, somebody said, "Well, I could probably get £5 for this," and he sold it to a collector, for £5 or whatever.
Yeah. I heard there's a bunch in Africa for some reason.
There have been a lot of them found in Africa, and some of them in the Middle East.
What were they doing there?
Well, the United Kingdom, at the time, the Doctor Who was big in the 60s.
You got a license for that.
They had a lot of the African countries were imperialized under the United Kingdom. So several countries over there, they would ship the films to them. They remember they were filmed on tape, most of them, not all of them, and the tape was then recorded on the film, and the films were sent to these African countries, and the African countries would decide, well, we want to buy this or we don't want to buy this. But after they showed them, because they were colonized, and a lot of people spoke English, and that's still true, India and other places today. The films would then be ferried by a lot of times bikes, not even cars, or cars, but sometimes bikes, to different countries in the colonized British Empire.
Crazy.
To different countries to see if they want to buy it or not. The rights to film it, the rights to show it.
You ever go to public libraries anymore?
Yeah, Alyssa does a lot.
Huh?
I do occasionally, mostly with her.
Do you still whisper? I don't whisper in public libraries anymore. I only go when I need to print something, and when I go, there's nobody there. So I just walk up to... I remember as a kid, you always needed to whisper in libraries, but now that I'm an adult, I just walk up to the counter and I'm like, "Hey, can I get some prints?" No one whispers anymore.
I speak casually.
Casually, yeah.
I speak lower.
Lower?
I don't
Well, there's not a lot of
whisper,
people there, yeah.
but I don't yell or speak loudly either. What brought that up?
I don't know. Oh, it was, we're talking about Africa, and there's this skit where this girl's like, "I like your accent, where are you from?" He goes, I am Liberian. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, I like your accent. Where are you from?
That is a really bad pun. That is a really bad pun. Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
Alright.
Any more Doctor Who news?
No. The War Between the Land and the Sea still does not have a release date on Disney Plus here in any of the world besides the UK and Ireland.
Huh.
Don't know what they're doing with that. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
We did finally get a date of July 7th.
Yeah. It's gonna be a minute.
For season 21 of the original run on Blu-ray.
4 months. That's a third of a year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't had a date for a couple of months.
Yeah.
We got the season 13 or whatever it was
That's like
in January, and we've been waiting for another date for months.
Man.
But unless the
What do they do all day?
I don't know, but unless they come out with more animations, and there's no new episodes hardly.
Mm-hmm.
We're running out of stuff to release, or they're running out of stuff to release. So, season 21 is July 7th, 17th, I believe, or 7th. And we'll get that, and then we're just missing just a few of the old seasons on Blu-ray. And I'll keep putting them up there as we keep getting them.
Speaking of public broadcasting, do you hear what's going on with PBS? I heard something. Are they shutting down? What's going on with PBS?
Public Broadcasting System was defunded under the One Big Beautiful Bill.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, and they no longer have funding, so yeah, they've mostly, if not totally, shut down.
Really? It's no more Arthur. No more Between the Lions. No more. Was Barney on PBS? That wasn't on PBS.
But here's the thing.
Dora the Explorer, was that a PBS?
I think so, maybe. I don't know.
Revolutionary Kids.
But here's the thing.
Cyber Chase.
Okay, when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I would watch Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock, that was PBS?
On HBO.
HBO.
HBO. And now Sesame Street has moved to another platform because PBS has been defunded. There's no problem, but if a show's good enough, it'll move to something that exists. Yeah, it doesn't need public funding.
That's true.
I mean, Sesame Street is great, awesome, but if it's that good, and it is, it'll find a platform to continue making episodes.
I heard Sesame Street ask Katy Perry to come on an episode, and then she showed up, and she was wearing really revealing clothing. They were like, "We can't put you on. This is a show for kids," and they kicked her out.
I don't know if that's true, but I could believe it. But I think Katy Perry was on an episode of Sesame Street.
Oh, I might be thinking of someone else.
No, but I think she was on an
like
episode
that
of Sesame Street.
for a kids show. Huh?
What?
Why would you dress like that for a kids show?
Some people are less self-aware than others.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point. So that's all our Doctor Who news?
That's all the Doctor Who news. We're going to have season 21 or whatever it is, in July. We found the 2 missing episodes, and there are more missing episodes supposedly coming. That's good. And hopefully they will be animated, the ones that aren't found, and hopefully more will be found.
Sweet. Looking forward to it. 10.
There you go.
10 out of 10 likelihood.
10 out of 10 likely. Exactly.
Just waiting for some old people.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Woo. See you soon. Thank ya. You have a date on